Oh,
I got them all,
nice.
bro.
Oh my
Walmart special.
god! I thought you just.
You should be showing everybody.
You guys are a bunch of nerds.
Do what I want when I want.
No, you know who's a nerd?
Oh.
Donatello. He's a nerd.
I had a big crush on April O'Neil from the OGs.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
She didn't unzip that windbreaker for nothing, you know?
Absolutely. Welcome into Just a Tip, a fantasy football podcast. Round 2 NFC matchups where we are talking about Ninja Turtles and windbreakers unzipping and just our sloppy tips coming at you. Sloppy seconds for you. Our second episode. Get it? Yeah.
I like it.
If you could please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Just a Tip of Fantasy Football Podcast and comment. If you got any start-sit questions, let us know. Comment in there. You can hit us up on our socials, Just a Tip, FFP. But if you do comment on the YouTube, it will help us boost our numbers there, so that'd be much appreciated. And you can also find us on Apple, Spotify, Google, and Amazon. And download the episodes and follow and subscribe to those channels as well. And share our tips with your friends and family and league mates. Make it a little bit more competitive. We are just some fantasy football enthusiasts who play a lot and win a bunch. And anybody undefeated right now besides me?
Derek, I'm close. I got one loss.
Ooh, that's rough. No, we're doing well. We're in the Megla Bowl. We're 5-0 there. What are we in session takeover there, Ryan?
3-2, but we're 17th in points out of 96, and it's really more of a point-driven tournament, so that's good.
For sure, I think Megla Bowl is as well. But hey, I'll take the wins. We'll just keep them coming. But yeah, with that, we're gonna get into a new segment here. I should make a sound drop for this, but we'll see how this goes. Regan, run us through this new segment for us here.
All right, so the new segment, boys, is tip, flip, or flop. So we're going to tip our hats to those players that we drafted, and we're going to keep them on the team for the rest of the season. Flip is we're going to flip them in a trade. Let's see if we can get something else for them. And flop is they're gone. Delete them from your team. Get them out. Waste your time. So I threw up five players this week, and they're kind of just at random. So I'll start with Ryan. I'm just going to throw it at you, and just let me know if it's a tip, flip, or flop. And I say we all just give our reason why. Simple enough, boys?
Sounds good.
Golden. So first off, we have Alexander Madison, guys. And the big reason with this guy is, I'm sure you're going to get into it, Ryan, is he is a backup, but when he's not a backup, he is awesome. So Ryan, what do you got for him?
This is borderline because we just had the conversation about, is he going to be more involved in the offense even when Dalvin Cook comes back? Is it going to be like a split running back room or whatever the case is going to be? I say flip him. This is the week to do it. Flip him. We're hitting bye weeks here. People are going to be desperate for running backs. Maybe get a nice wide receiver too, nice flex option. I'm flipping Alexander Madison.
I like it. Mac?
Oh, I agree. Especially to that Dalvin Cook owner. Get him to be like, hey, you need your handcuff, and get somebody that you can put in your lineup every single week. You don't have to depend on a Dalvin Cook injury. But if you have Dalvin Cook, you need that handcuff. Don't trade him. I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't flip him. Rather, I'd grab hold of that tip and not let go.
All right, well, consensus is we're going to flip him, and I agree. Number 2 is Mike Davis, running back, Atlanta. I'm fine. I have him in one league, and he's my bye week player, so he's my third running back, and I'm absolutely fine with that. He does get the majority of the snaps. He gets the majority of the rushes. He's just not as productive as Cordell Patterson, and I think season long he might have a little bit higher ceiling going forward, but nothing really shows that yet. So Ryan, what are we doing with this guy?
I'm tipping my hat to Mike Davis, and here's why. I'm going in a different direction. Cordell Patterson is right now being said to be on the trade market or for the trade deadline. So
Really?
I guess the Falcons might be dangling him out there to see what they can get back in return. They're what 2-3 right now. Their prospects of having a decent season aren't great, and he's a 33-year-old overachieving running back wide receiver hybrid. So they're going to see what they can get for him, and that would leave just Mike Davis. So we'll see.
I like it, Mac.
Yeah, agreed. Mike Davis currently is the 26th ranked running back, and that's what you drafted him to be. I mean, if you got anything higher than that, then that's great. That's a bonus, but you really shouldn't have had your expectations any higher. So he's doing what he should be doing, like what is expected of him, in my opinion. So taking that tip.
All right, so Mike
Keeping
Davis is
that
a tip. I like it. Myles Gaskin comes in at number 3. Had a amazing week last week, but necessarily not as a running back, which he is for the Miami Dolphins. So I'll let you take this one, Mac. What are you doing with this guy?
Well, before last week, I flopped him. I dropped him. I got up everywhere.
Go.
I picked up Davian Williams instead. I'm like, yep, I'll roll with him. Yeah, you can try flipping him. I don't think anybody's going to buy the fool's gold of that big game, though. So good luck to you. But you might as well, with this matchup against Jacksonville, hold on to that tip and then flip them next week.
Keep hands up. All right, Ryan, do you agree with that?
He might be a good future flip. I'm tipping my hat to Myles Gaskin. I think he's going to turn it around. Maybe we see more of what we saw last week. Probably not. But my preseason projection of Myles Gaskin, I'm going to be overly optimistic that that's going to be close.
I like it.
It could happen.
Yeah, consensus is undetermined on that one.
I
would
ask us next
say,
week.
Yeah, I would honestly say if he has a good week this week, you flip him 2 weeks in a row, just get him out of there. When number 4 coming up is Tyler Lockett, and now Ryan, you actually just brought this up off screen. How you feel about Tyler Lockett right now?
Not great. Here's the thing: we have him in a league where there's no trades. If you can right now, and there's somebody who's overly eager to get Tyler Lockett on their team, flip the hell out of him. Because Russell Wilson, we don't know how long he's going to be out. We don't know how long it's going to take him to get back to form when he gets back. Probably not too long, but we're talking 4, 5, 6 weeks here. This is a pivotal time in the fantasy season, the next 4 or 5 weeks. So flip him.
Okay. You agree, Mac?
He'll have a big game this week, and then you flip him. Definitely not a flop.
Got it. Yeah, I would agree with that. And then the last one, we'll finish this off real quick, is T.J. Hockenson. He's come out the past couple weeks and not done well. He is the leading receiver, tight end on this team. He actually might be behind
DeAndre Swift.
Target.
Yeah.
I think it's by like 32 to 33 in targets. But I think it's tough for me. I am in one league. I have Travis Kelce and T.J. Hockenson, which is a little aggressive, but I just didn't see anybody I like there for a flex, so I grabbed T.J. Hockenson, and now I'm gonna try to flip him because I really don't need him. But if I did need him, I'd probably be tipping my hat to him and hoping the best. Ryan?
Yeah, listen, I tried to flip him in a package deal last week to try to get Stephon Diggs and Noah Fant, and wasn't buying. But at this point, I think I'm going to tip my hat and hope he can turn it around. You've got to think these targets are going to turn around at some point, and he'll get more of them.
Agreed. Hey, Mac, you agree?
Yeah, you definitely can't flop him. He's kind of got a tough schedule than his bye week, but his playoff schedule looks pretty nice. Arizona, Atlanta, and Seattle. So if, say you picked up a Dalton Schultz or Dawson Knox, and since Hockenson has gone cold, start those guys until he turns it up again. I think he's worth the roster spot because
Agreed.
With what you spent draft capital, and you try to flip him like Ryan tried in a package deal, totally cool with that, but don't take a huge loss at the expense to just offload him. He's still their best athlete out there. So yeah, I guess tip.
So I actually have a tip question for you
Uh-oh.
guys.
Okay.
I want your tips, both of them. And
Put your tip out there on
so
the screen and out on the airwaves. Let's go.
a cold T.J. Hockenson against Cincinnati. I think I know the answer to this. Or Dan Arnold against Miami.
I'm playing T.J. Hockenson.
Are you?
Yes.
Dan Arnold's been getting six receptions. I don't know. I think he has more of a floor. Do you need the floor play or do you need the boom play?
I just need a win. So I think they
Okay.
both. I think they both have. No, Dan's first thing in the morning, so I can't even mess around with anything. I just got to make a decision. I'll probably hang on to Hawkinson in that spot, but I'm thinking about it. That's all I'm saying.
There we go. Hawkinson. Let's
Mm.
make it. Let's make a bet. No, I'm just kidding.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that closes it up for tip, flip, or flop. So give us a comment. Let us know if you guys like the new segment, and if we could update it in any way to make it more interesting. Let us know.
Appreciate it, Regan. I liked it. A lot of these questions have popped up. People asking some trade questions. So if you have them, feel free to hit us up. You give us those questions, we'll put them on here and we'll talk about them and give you guys a shout out. That'll be much appreciated. Give us some content as well. With that, we're going to get into the NFC Week 6 matchups. So any NFC team that is hosting the game, we'll break those out. If you want the AFC and news and Haynes' briefs, listen to our last episode on the AFC matchups. And we'll save some time with that because we are recording this on the Monday night. Monday night. Jumping ahead there. Thursday night game. It's 9:24 at night. I'm sorry, it's past my bedtime. So, Chiefs in Washington. This one, you're going to want to start everybody. It's a 54.5 over-under. Chiefs are favored by 6.5. Chiefs, you're starting Mahomes. You're starting Kelsey. He's good with his shoulder here, Ryan? I know he was questionable.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything that's overly
Shoulder and
concerning.
neck.
So
I think he's good now, yeah.
keep an eye on it, but he's probably going to be playing.
And Tyreek Hill is dealing with a knee problem. But
That's a new one.
I'm sure he's back. So, yeah, hopefully. And then the pickup, I think the pickup of the week, Darrell Williams, he's making his first start at running back. You think he's going to be worth the pickup? I saw people spending like 50 fab on him, 45, 50 fab to pick him up. And with CH out, he's out on the IR, if you haven't heard. Been living under a rock. So, yeah, you got to start him if you spend that much on him. And McCole Hardman, you guys, you starting him? You flexing him?
I just had to drop him, but if Tyreek's
Ooh.
out, I feel like he's a good stash and play. If Tyreek's out, he's the wide receiver 1 then.
Yeah, I would agree. If Tyreek's not playing, keep an eye on that. You could pick up Hardman, throw him in there as a good replacement. But Tyreek didn't practice today. Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I would say he's worth picking up right now if you can. He had 12 targets last week against Buffalo, 9 receptions, 76 yards. And if the Washington's defense sucks right now, and it's going to be high scoring, I think he's going to be a part of it. So he's definitely a worthy flex, in my opinion. Anybody else on the Chiefs? We're good there.
We're good. I got Darrell Williams for $25, guys.
25. There you go.
I was pumped. I was very surprised. This is a weird one.
Yeah, I spent my first waiver priority on him. I was like, yeah, I have to. I needed the running back help. Washington, we got Antonio Gibson, who's been dealing with some shin problem, ankle problem. He didn't practice Wednesday. Did he practice today? I think he was limited.
I believe he was limited today.
Yeah. So J.D. McKissick, definitely keep him there in your back pocket, ready to go if need be. Would you guys flex him even if Antonio Gibson's out there?
Depending on his actual status. If it was like a close call, I'm guessing Antonio Gibson probably isn't going to be 100%. So J.D. McKissick should get at least a couple more catches compared. I feel a little bit better then, but in
Yeah.
general, probably not.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, a high over under. I guess I have to see what Ron Rivera does against the Chiefs. If he likes to run the ball against them, but they're gonna have to throw. They're gonna have to keep up with that defense. Terry McLaurin, obviously, you're starting. Taylor Heineke, he's gonna be the QB1 this week. You just see. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Top five. He'll do a Davis Mills. He'll go to the top 5. Kansas City's the worst against the pass. Their defense is bad.
Rules.
Heineke for a bounce back week. Sit the defenses. Don't even mess with that. Ryan, you have anybody else you want to touch on this game?
No, I will say McKissick is an interesting play. I would think about it,
Yeah.
especially like you were saying, Mac, against the Chiefs. You're probably going to get down. You're probably going to have to pass a lot. So I don't hate playing McKissick, especially if you have a lot of bye weeks and you just need to throw somebody in there. Definitely a boom or bust option, but hopefully you get the boom this week with a good matchup.
I agree. All right, next game here. The Rams and the Giants over under 48.5 points. Rams are favored by 10. Regan, your boy, leading the Rams. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Who we
The new
starting?
Matty
Who we
Ice.
sitting?
Oh, yeah, we're starting Matthew Stafford all day. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Darrell Henderson. Yeah, and definitely the defense, as usual. Easy call on all these guys. Tyler Higbee is in our sit category, but at the same time, I probably wouldn't be too mad about starting him. You agree, Mac, with starting Tyler Higbee?
Well, I do and don't. Like, I have to start him. He's my only tight end on my roster. But do I drop somebody that I'm holding on in the bye week, like Michael Carter, running back for the Jets? Do I drop him and pick up somebody to stream? Like I see Ricky Seals-Jones on the waiver wire, Mo Alley Cox, David Njoku coming off the big week. I think I just have to start Higbee and just hope that the volume will just be there.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, Ryan, full go on Higbee or
Good matchup. 26th worst against the tight ends there are the Giants.
right?
So I would play Higbee.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for helping me. Giants here, Regan. Not much here.
Gross. Guys, Daniel Jones, though, he's doing pretty good coming back from his concussion. He's been practicing the past 2 days. I believe it's past 2 days. And it's positive looks to him playing this week. Surprised. Very surprised. Obviously, Saquon Barkley's out. Kenny Galladay's out. I'm not playing Evan Ingram. Kadarius Toney showed up on the injury report, I believe.
Yeah,
I think
he'll be all right.
him.
Yeah, he'll be
start
fine.
him. And then, I'm zoning out. Booker? Is that what the...
Yep.
Devontae Booker, he was a big
Yes.
pickup. Yeah, sorry, we don't usually have him added on the roster list to start. But with Saquon out, yeah, he was a big pickup. So I saw him go for a pretty penny as well in the fab dollars. So yeah, full go with him.
I'm not sure about. I mean, Tony's probably a decent start this week if he does play. Shepard is limited as well in practice, so he should be returning this week. So I don't know. Like the first few weeks of the season, Tony was nowhere to be found because Shepard was shining. So I don't know if that's Daniel Jones's guy. If he starts, only time will tell.
And it wasn't really Daniel Jones throwing to him the last game. They even put Kadarius Toney in the Wildcat, and he got points doing that because, oh my God, I'm blanking on the name again. OC Garrett,
Jason Garrett.
Jason, Jesus Christ.
We already talked about Miles. Now
I know, and I almost said it again. I'm like, nope, it's not him. Jason,
Oh, no.
Jason.
Uh-oh,
Anyway,
Ryan.
so yeah, he's their best athlete. So I think after what they saw last week, they're gonna try to get him the ball.
Oh, yeah.
What was that, Regan? Something about the game.
Just a little injury.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
At least he scored a touchdown before he went. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. It's
how little of an injury?
a leg injury, and the trainers are out on the field with him. So we'll see how
He's
that
got
goes.
16 points in the first half. All right, if he's gonna go out, now's the time to do it. You did good,
16.
pal. You did good.
That's wild.
That is
All right.
poor guy.
Yeah, he had it
Yeah.
coming to him.
He
Yeah.
did. Karma's a bitch.
Karma's a horrible person.
All right, yeah. Saquon Barkley looks like he's out for his ankle. Look for him to be out for a couple weeks, I would think. Evan Ingram, yeah, I think we mentioned that, right? Not starting. They're sitting.
Are you guys dropping Kenny Galladay?
Who are you picking up instead?
That's a great question, and I have no
Yeah.
idea.
I won't
Put him on your
force it.
IR.
Don't have one in this league. It's tough. Exactly. That's like the easiest one. So I'm just like, just see ya.
There's a reason I didn't draft him.
Honestly,
trust him.
he was just there very late, and he's like, you know what, go for gold, see what happens.
Yeah, you got him in like the 7th, right? 6th or 7th.
It was something late. It was.
Yeah.
You know what it kills me is I got him and Brandon Ayuk later than I should have, and it did not pan out for either of them.
No, it's like everybody else knew what was happening, I guess.
Yeah,
apparently. Next matchup here, Ryan, you want to take this one?
Sure, we got the matchup for the week.
Save the best for you.
Bengals 3-2 at the Detroit Lions 0-5 at 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's gonna be very emotional for Dan Campbell and company, I think.
Oh, I bet tears all over. Over under 48 points, and the Bengals are favored by 3.5. Sorry, continue.
Ooh, 48 points. I kind of like the under on that one.
Yeah, me too.
Bengals starts Joe Burrow. He's been a decent flex option lately, or not flex, but a decent streaming option.
Yep.
So I would consider playing him. Jamar Chase, Tee Higgins, Tyler Boyd, typical Joe Mixon, but Jamar Chase definitely. He continues to surprise. Joe Burrow, is he going to be able to call out those audibles?
That's sore neck.
It's going to be a pretty quiet crowd, so maybe.
Yeah, that's all hand signals.
They're all there. They love that team. They're all there. Yeah, hopefully Joe Mixon bounces back this week. He screwed me over last week, huh?
I was going to say Samaje Perine.
I think he's on the list. He's on the list.
He's on the list.
Mm-hmm. So, Captain America? Chris Evans?
No Captain America. Uzoma?
The tight end? I'm talking running backs here.
No, I know that. I was just going to the next guy.
Oh, I'm
He's
sorry.
trying to cut you off.
The running backs.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so if Mixon's still hurt and not playing, yeah, Chris Evans next is up. Usama? No. All set with Usama. No targets.
Nice try.
Detroit Reeks.
DeAndre Swift and T.J. Hockenson, and that's it. You guys ready to go move next thing?
Let's
Jamal Williams.
Hey, he's had more carries than Swift. He's had 55 to his 52, but he's had less than half the targets, 16 to 35s. And that's what I was saying. Swift, it was 35 was the number. So Swift is the leading receiver on this team. But, the goal line carries and whatnot, Jamal Williams still is a relevant player. Don't feel good about starting him, but if, one of those bye week problems, again, this is one of those guys that, maybe you throw in. This week versus the Bengals, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Jones got 15 points against them last week, and one of these running DeAndre Swift with the passing option. I think Jamal Williams can get it. And A.J. Dillon got 18 points. So if you're splitting the backfield and they do something similar, points are on the table for both of them. So especially with bye weeks, Jamal Williams, he's definitely a start for me. I wanted to go back, though, for the Bengals. Jamar Chase, Tee Higgins, Tyler Boyd. We can't start all three. Who's the odd one out? Tyler Boyd or Higgins? Wait until he comes back because we thought he was back with his injury. Then he only got 4 points.
I'm still keeping Jamar Chase and Tee Higgins in compared to Boyd.
Mm-hmm. Especially against this secondary.
Yeah.
I have to start Boyd in like 2 leagues. It's not good, but I was hoping one of you guys would say, "Oh yeah, Boyd's."
Hey, he's got a possibility of a high ceiling if Tee Higgins isn't 100%, but his floor is quite low.
True.
I don't
That's
hate all
true.
3 of them, to be honest, against Detroit.
I don't.
I don't.
I
It's
don't,
okay.
but they might just run the ball on him. Sitting Jared Goff. Enough about them, or you guys have anything else you want to say?
Way too long.
Way too long. Excuse me.
Take
Next matchup. What was that?
Nothing. Keep going.
Oh. Next matchup. Packers 4-1 at the Bears 3-2. The Packers are favored by 5.5, and the over/under is 44.5 points. So, not much to go around here. Starting for Green Bay, obviously Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. Are we starting him now? We flexing him?
I think I have to. McCaffrey's looking like he's out.
Oh.
McCaffrey's looking like he's out now?
Yeah, he practiced today.
He didn't practice. He sucks.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to it later. But
literally.
All right, yeah. A.J. Dillon, like I was saying with Jamal Williams. Excuse me. I think you can start sitting Robert Tonyan, Regan. You had Robert Tonyan last year, right? He did pretty well for you.
No, I didn't have him last year.
You didn't have
think
him?
I did. You know what?
I thought you did.
Maybe. Who knows? I think I had eight leagues last year. So
yeah.
But Tonyan, oh my God, only 9 catches so far this year on 17 targets with 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, like if you were able to grab Knox or whatever, I'm dropping Tonyan. he's a flop.
Oh, I didn't. I picked up Dalton Schultz. Dropped him and picked up Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm all set with that. And I have Kyle Pitts as my starting tight end.
Oh,
no, he's not involved anymore. Sorry, he's not involved anymore. Plan. He caught lightning in a bottle last year, and he's not repeating. So move on from him. Watch a breakout now in this game, Ryan, because I said it, but said it out loud. Need to have like a code word.
Right. Well, I was saying I haven't seen him much on waivers. Is what I'm surprised about. I got free agency. That's my thing.
Name recognition, I'm guessing.
Maybe. That's about it, because it's not catches.
Definitely isn't that. I'm trying to check right now on his roster. Yeah, 79% rostered. So, yeah,
I
people
found him in 1 league out of 6.
They're desperate tight ends. And, they're going to hold on to him, I guess. So, have fun with that. The Bears here. Anybody to start here? We got Damian Williams is on the VIP list, so he's off clubbing. He won't be there. So hopefully you can pick him up and start him.
Oh, that's rough.
Sitting Justin Fields, keep him in the keeper leagues, but you're not starting him at all. I know we had high hopes, but Allen Robinson, I'm sitting until I see something. I can't trade him. He would have been a good candidate for flip, tip, and flop because you can't do either of them. It sucks.
He's injured as well, so.
He is. He's always injured. Are we starting Darnell Mooney?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would certainly consider it this week.
Yeah.
Especially if Robinson doesn't play.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. I totally forgot to ask for the rest of the matchups. Who wins this one, Bears or Packers?
Packers.
Packers. Who wins, Bengals or Lions? Do Lions finally get their first win? No. Rams and Giants, I don't even have to ask. I don't even have to ask. It's about Washington. Yeah.
No, it's pretty clear. That's why
I guess that's why I didn't bother. I didn't write in to ask because it's pretty obvious. This
next one is interesting. Yeah.
This last matchup.
Finish off strong.
What's that?
I was saying finish off strong. I like it.
Finish off strong. This one's a good matchup. You got plenty of players in here. Ryan, you want to take this one?
Sure. Vikings 2-3 at the Carolina Panthers 3-2. 1:00 start. What's the over/under?
The over/under is 5, and the Vikings are favored by 2.5. So basically a toss-up.
All right.
Yeah. So
Vikings.
get players in.
Definitely. A lot of good players here. Justin Jefferson must start. Adam Thielen must start. Dalvin Cook, if he's officially healthy, start him. What about Madison? What do you got, Reeks?
Yeah, so Mac brought it up last time about if he's going to be the new Kareem Hunt or whatever, and I was like, I'm really curious about this, and then I went back and looked, and it's not even close. So Alexander Madison, this is the surprising part. Alexander Madison's been the better running back all throughout when Dalvin Cook's out. So he's had he's had 14 carries and 2 targets in 3 games without Dalvin Cook. So in the 2 games Cook was out, he had 50. Oh, I'm sorry. With Cook playing, he only had 14 carries. Without Cook, he's had 51 and 13 targets. That's astronomical compared. So he's averaging 112 yards rushing and 49 receiving yards in 2 games without Cook. Not too shabby. And then with Dalvin Cook in 3 games, he's only had 51 carries and 10 targets, averaging only 75 yards and 23 receptions.
Wow.
In 3 games. It's not looking good compared. That's why I think Alexander Madison's like the best backup to have this year, and you've already got to use him twice.
Yeah, I definitely didn't really want to trade him unless I can get a decent receiver, and if I have Dalvin Cook, I'm not letting him go.
Oh yeah.
And when I was saying, like, is he the new Kareem Hunt? Like, is he that big steal, or is he that it's going to be? This is only his 2nd year, or he has 2 years experience, excuse me, and he's 23 years old, Alexander Madison. So the future's bright. If you can trade for him in like a keeper or something, and Dalvin Cook doesn't hang around, and he's the next guy up in dynasty leagues as well. He's going to be pretty valuable in the future.
I like that.
I wanted to go back on Adam Thielen. You said a must start, Ryan. Last 2 weeks, 7.5 points and 6 points. So pretty falling off after his first game of 30 points. And only 4 touchdowns this season, Regan. I might win this bet. I get it at double digits.
You were so nervous week 3.
Oh, I was. It's 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 1 touchdown. I'm like, oh, great. He's going to get one every single week now. Beat it before week 9.
He's due, baby. He's due.
He's due. All right. He's due, guys. Locking in. Ryan said you can take it to the bank. I think you have to start him. I mean, I don't know what else other options you have, but would you start Tee Higgins over him?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Darnell Mooney
Higgins has a better matchup this week.
If Tee Higgins was 100%, I would. But I don't think he is 100%.
Kadarius Toney against the Rams.
Also
now with Sterling Shepard back.
Now with Sterling Shepard back. Okay.
Mhm.
McCole Hardman.
If Hill's out, yes.
Hill is out, yes.
If Hill's in.
No.
No.
No. Okay. Just curious.
Me and Ryan are on the same page.
Just asking questions.
Dude, look at us.
Yeah. All right.
That's why we're always right on these bets.
That's true. That's why
Guy sucks.
I
I
know.
learned my lesson. I know who to pair myself with now. It's not Mac. That's for damn sure.
That's good in fantasy, but single betting is horrible.
Nah, the no research bets that I'm just like, yeah, I got a gut feeling he'll do fine. Hunter Henry, who knew that he would go off like that?
Mac should never go with his gut. He's got to go with research all day, every day.
He has tacos every day.
It's just I'm hungry or something. That's what it is. Don't trust it.
Indigestion.
Upset stomach. Panthers starting Sam Darnold. Sure, you can start him. DJ Moore, you can start. I'd say he's been on fire. Christian McCaffrey, they're saying 50-50 right now, so you have to have Hubbard ready. Why didn't they just put him on the IR so he could be out for 3 weeks? If he's like, come on, it's getting really annoying. Sitting Robbie Anderson, I think I have to start him in one league though.
I saw him in your lineup.
I have nobody else, and I don't want to drop any of my other guys for somebody else. I don't know what to do.
I looked at your record and I was like, how's this guy 5-0 and he has Robbie Anderson who's starting?
BS lucky. BS lucky because Connelly I started Robbie against him on that Thursday night game they had, and I was like, I did not want to do that. He's like, oh, you didn't mean to keep Robbie in there? I'm like, no, I did not. He got 1 point, and I still pulled out the win. But that was a good matchup because he had Goddard and I have Ertz, and I have Jalen Hurts as well. So that Monday night matchup was a good one. Anyway, enough about my perfect team in the League of Extraordinary Men.
Who wins, Mac?
Who wins? Oh, man.
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one. Yeah, are the Panthers' defense for real?
Do you see who they've played? It's not very good.
Did I have Stephon Gilmore activated? He can't play this game, right?
No, I think it's next week, week 7.
Next week? Yeah. All right, going with Vikings.
Whoa. I think I have the Panthers, but I am curious now. I'm trying to look back at who they've played. And, of course,
I went Vikings, but I'm going to wait for what Regan says.
That's...
Hold on. Panthers,
Can't hold on forever.
Oh, where are they? Oh, here we go.
What are you trying to look for?
Who they played? So
who is the Panthers playing?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
The Dolphin? No.
They played Philly last week, Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, Jets.
They lost against Dallas. Man, the Vikings had a chance.
But Sam Darnold had 31.5 points against Dallas there. He just sucked the last game against Philly. That was just a gross game all around. Yeah, well, this is a fantasy football show.
I'm going Panthers.
Okay.
Hey guys.
So I know where Ryan's going.
I'm sticking Vikings, but we'll see what happens.
Let's bet it. Let's bet it, Ryan.
Hell no. I'm not doing it.
You're on my side. Come on.
I know you guys would be interested in this bit of news. Matt Gay was just taken off the injury report and listed as healthy. So
that's actually good because I do have him in one league.
Kicker.
Oh, kicker. Thank you.
Mac's not on IR. It could have went for either of us, buddy.
An upset stomach. I know. That's my injury report. Upset stomach. All right. Anything else you guys want to touch on these matchups? You good?
Pepto, not a sponsor.
No, they are not. Looking for them. Looking for sponsors. You want it? I'll make a whole segment about it.
Oh man. Moe's or something.
All right. Well, before we get into the leftovers, just want to say thank you to all you takers out there for liking and subscribing to us on YouTube. Be much appreciated. If you leave a comment, let us know about some start sit. You can follow us on social medias, Just a Tip, FFP, and find us on Apple, Spotify, Google, and Amazon podcast platforms. Just subscribe and follow on those and download the episodes. Downloads really help us out. If you could do that when you're on Wi-Fi, save that data. I know, pinching pennies nowadays. So, anybody have limited data? Do it on Wi-Fi. And with that, we'll get into the leftovers. Who wants to go first? All right, Regan.
So we all know
I don't know anything.
The past coach for the Raiders resigned. We'll leave it at that, leaving $64 million on the table at that. The funniest part, though, guys, is he just finished building his $4.3 million home. And guess who his neighbor is? Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that conversation when they go out to go get the mail? Like, ugh. That's awkward, if you ask me.
Yeah.
He just built his house. It's not like he can move.
It's only awkward if he emails you.
Too soon.
Oh, man. You guys are mean.
Awesome.
No, it's great. Ryan, you got anything?
I watched the Ted Lasso season finale. Just kidding.
Yeah, nice. I figure you had a Red Sox take.
Red Sox, man, tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Houston Astros. We got the cheater storylines already brewing. So
It's
Oh, God.
ridiculous. They'll be patting each other down, making sure they're not wearing anything, scanning everything. It's gonna
metal
be
detectors.
it's gonna be outrageous. Yeah, they'll they'll have something crazy happen for a dramatic effect for sure.
if I'm a Red Sox fan, I'm going to the stadium with a drum. We should have
Oh, yeah.
40,000 drums. That would be
Trash
fantastic.
cans.
Drum night.
Are they gonna let you?
They should hand them out at the door. How
They should. That's
badass
what
would
I'm
that?
saying. Look at that. I
Oh
should be the
my
marketing
God.
guy.
He really should.
Little mini
awesome.
tin trash cans.
Little
You
little
just have
trash
them.
cans, yeah. Those little ones. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Why hasn't anybody thought of that? This has been like 2 years in the making here. I know COVID was a thing, but
Yeah, I mean, you had all that time to figure it out.
I just thought of it in like 4 seconds.
And then
your
they're not even
defense.
paying us.
We didn't know that they were going to be here a couple months ago.
True.
Or weeks or days ago.
I mean, if we knew it on the schedule in the regular season, we could have. But yeah, you're right.
Oh,
You're right. Wait, don't you know all the playoffs are fixed anyway? Even they knew that they were coming. There's no way they beat Tampa fair and square. They're cheating.
What?
Alex Gore is cheating.
Just because you like Miami doesn't mean you have to like Tampa.
No, I like the Red Sox.
Just until you get beat up in the parking lot.
For sure. I got a couple leftovers, so I'll save one for next week. No, yeah, that too. But Bruins hockey starting up this weekend, man. Can't wait. Look at that. Yep. Getting after it. I'm excited for this season. Swayman looks good. Look at that. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Regan shaking.
listening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Those listening, playoff Bruins towel. Just saying. One of the best games I've ever been to in my life.
Mm-hmm. I've been trying to win tickets on the radio. I'm like, come on. Let me win some tickets here. I think I'm busy that night anyway.
What was your other leftover?
I was gonna save it for next week, but I'll touch on it. Squid Game, finished it. Yeah.
I heard LeBron ruined it.
Oh, did he?
He said the spoiler on live TV.
What a dick.
Oh
Taylor
no.
said the ending. You gotta love LeBron. He ruined everything.
It's okay. It's okay. It's good, but it's not the best Netflix show. Like it's beating out The Office right now on viewership, so it's not
No,
that
Outer
good.
Banks is definitely the best.
No, Outer Banks. All right, with that, we are signing off. We just lost all our listeners, except Jamal. Bye.